Hi, this is Juan from Handstand365.com. Welcome to my apartment. Today's day 3 of 365. Wow, okay. So, that was really tough for me. But today for me was day 3, and you'll notice that I was able to stay up the whole time. I wasn't really trying too hard to balance myself. I was using the wall for a lot of that balance. But it was really tough. But, I mean, obvious progress, so I'm really proud of myself. Hopefully you were able to do the same thing. If not, keep trying at it. I guarantee you one of these days, very, very soon, you'll be able to stay up there for a whole minute. One thing I want to point out before we even get started with today's lesson, you may have noticed that the last 3 days I used very slightly different stances against the wall. Tomorrow, what we're going to talk about is those different stances, just 3 different stances, and also the day after that, how to rescue yourself from if you fall from one of those stances. But today, as I promised you, we're going to do modified plank. We had both of our forearms parallel to each other. We had our feet back. We had our butt up. And we contracted our abs, we contracted our obliques, and we contracted our glutes to get that nice flat posture. Notice my knees are actually a little bit bent. That's okay. And we made a modification that if you're having trouble with the plank and doing that for 60 seconds, bring those knees down. Today, I'm going to do it with my knees down because this is a much tougher workout for me to do. I've tried it already. I could do 12, but doing it while showing you it, talking it out, it's a little bit tough. So I'm going to stay in this position. So this is what I want you to do. It's called the up and down plank. First, put your left hand flat on the ground. You're going to push yourself up to get in push position. Okay? That's half of the first rep. You're going to bring your left arm back down softly. Don't hurt your elbows. That's what the pad is good for. And bring your right arm down. That's 1. Then you're going to start, last time we started with the left, now you're going to start with the right. You're going to bring right palm down, push up, push your position, right arm down, left arm down, and switch. And now notice I'm actually caving in a little bit. You see my core is not as strong as I want it to be. That's why you see my lower back sort of arching like this a little bit. It's because my core is not as strong as I want it to be yet. I want to keep my core strong. I want to keep my abs contracted. When I put now, starting on the left side, flat, up, down, 3. And I'm going to do 12 of those. All right? If these are tough for you, we're going to do a modification of this right after this. 5, okay, 6. You can keep up with me if you want. That's 7, 8. Now, you'll see my core is kind of giving out, but I want to try my best not to let it give out. This is a tough exercise, like we said. I'm a beginner just like you. Okay? 10, 11, and 12. Ooh, that was tough. That was tough. It was tough for you. It was tough for me. But this is something that it works out your wrists. You get a lot of pressure on it. The main muscles that are exercised are your pectoral muscles, okay? And that's your chest muscles. It's what you see when guys flex, okay? And it also works out your tricep muscles. It's the back of the arm, the muscles in the back of your arm. And it also works out your shoulders a good amount. Now, those stability muscles in your shoulder are really being worked out, and your front delts are also being worked out really well. The muscles that matter to us as people who are trying to do handstands also, we're getting used to putting a lot of pressure on our wrists and the kind of movements that might happen while we're doing a handstand. A little bit of pressure on the elbow, good pressure on the elbow during that push-up phase. And a lot of those stability muscles, again, in the shoulder, they're being worked out as well, okay? Now, if you couldn't do that, what I would suggest is a modified push-up, okay? Either an actual push-up or a modified push-up. Now, actual push-up, so what I want you to do, splay your fingers out as much as you can. I want you to put equal pressure on each hand and on the entirety of your palm, okay? And what I want you to do, core in tight position, go down, back up. Now you want to do that 12 times. If you can't do that 12 times, try going on your knees, okay? If you can't go all the way down 12 times, you want to go halfway down and back up 12 times. If you can't do that, go a quarter of the way down, but you want to do 12, okay? Even if your 12 looks like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's great, and go all the way to 12. And you'll be surprised. It's a tough exercise. Look, it's tough for everyone. I'm able to do 12 full push-ups, but even that exercise that I did, the bending a quarter of the way down, it burnt on my triceps. So I know it's gonna burn for you too. Okay? But the point is, we have a certain goal. We want to be able to do 3 handstands. That's our goal. I hope to do it in 60 days. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it in 60 days or less than 60 days or more. And everyone does it at their own pace. If it takes you 120 days, fine. If it takes you 30 days, 20 days, very good, very good. Everyone works at their own pace. Along the way, I'm going to be giving you different exercises to do. Some of them that'll work if you're in a handstand already, and some of them that will always work no matter what stage you're in. Okay, it's important to be able to mix in a few of those too. And whenever I do an exercise that you need to be able to do a handstand in already, I'll do a modification for you for those of you who are not quite ready to do a full handstand. All right. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.